Hey guys, Troubletcat here, and this is the first part of my Meet the Weapon series. We're actually not looking at a specific weapon today, though I'm using the M416, but we're not talking about that. I want to get one particular weapon attachment out of the way that I'm not going to be using in my sort of Meet the Weapon videos, and that attachment is the IRNV sight. And the reason I'm not going to be talking about this in my Meet the Weapon series, using this as an example of a good attachment for that gun, is the IRNV is not necessarily always the best attachment in any situation, but it's a good attachment for any weapon. It's always going to be a solid option. The reason for that is, although it has a low zoom, which you might think makes it not as good for longer range shooting, you can see enemies very, very clearly through it, which means it's still pretty easy to take dudes out at longer ranges. You saw there, even though there was a low zoom, I could see people so clearly, it's made it really easy to take them out at long range. And basically, the IR sight just is always going to give you a huge advantage in any situation. The only situation where it's not that amazing is maybe when they're very, very close to you, because it's a bit jarring, the transition from the normal game to this IRNV sight sort of color scheme, and it can make you lose your target because the screen blacks out for a second there. It takes a second to zoom in a little bit longer than on the red dot sight and the hollow sight. But you'll see later I throw a laser sight on this gun instead of the suppressor. And basically what you can do is you can very easily counteract that by putting a laser sight on there and just hip firing at the ranges that it's going to be uncomfortable to zoom in. You see there's a bit of smoke down the end there. I can see these guys so easily. The combination of the suppressor and the IRNV with the smoke there, they probably don't even realize where they're getting shot from. That guy picks up on it. He's got a sniper rifle. You can see through smoke a lot more easily when you have a sniper scope, for whatever reason. So that's probably helping him out there. Yeah, this game was originally 15 minutes long, by the way, and I cut it down a bit because I just wanted to show some of the more exciting bits, some of the bits that would emphasize what I'm talking about. So I think up here, you'll see in just a second, I get killed by a guy jumping out at close range, and I don't quite manage to acquire the target quickly enough. I don't know, let's nail him. I don't remember exactly what happened in this game. I played this a couple of days ago. I've been being a bit lazy about getting these videos up. I apologize, especially Call of Cthulhu. I really need to record some more Call of Cthulhu because I don't have any on my hard drive to upload right now, and I want to upload some tomorrow. So anyway, there should be more Call of Cthulhu coming soon. I've not forgotten about that. You can see how many guys I'm just taking out here because I can see them so easily, and that's why this sight is always going to be a good option, because basically if you can see your enemy before they see you, you are not necessarily going to win a gunfight for sure, but you're at a very, very big advantage. And so the IRNV gives you the best possible chance of that in a lot of ways. Sometimes a higher zoom can be a bit better, but longer ranges, but for the most part the IRNV is just amazing at any range, so I'm not going to be using that. And you can see here that guy lying in the corner. It's quite dim in that hallway. Might not have spotted that guy in the corner there very quickly at all, and he probably would have been able to kill me, but the IRNV allows me to. He just lights up like a Christmas tree. Just trying to revive my buddy here. Let's see here, hip firing at dudes near to me. Oh no, that's right. I die here because yeah, because that guy kind of jumps out at close range. See, I'm pushing around this left flank a lot on this map. Oh, this conquest map. Anyway, that pretty much covers it. I also wanted to mention in this video briefly, although this is, once again you can see there, it was a bit hard for me to get the target at that close range with the IRNV sight, and he was able to take me the hell out. He's got a red dot sight, much better at that kind of range. But I think this is where I say fuck this, and I slap the laser sight on, and you can hip fire from a pretty good distance if you have the laser sight there. It helps a lot, and so that really complements the IRNV very well. The other thing I want to mention in this video that I'm not going to be using in the Meet the Weapon series. I guess I can call this Meet the Weapon 0 because this is. Just talking about things I'm not going to talk about, but sort of related. Anyway, I'm not going to be using the underswung launchers in Meet the Weapon. The smoke launcher, the Mass 26, the Master Key, shotgun. I'm not going to be using those underswung launchers and that underswung shotgun because they replace your medkit, and most of the time you're gonna want to have a medkit. Sometimes those launchers can be useful, but basically what I mean is you can carry those standalone as well. So pretty much those things are weapons in their own right. You can have them attached to your gun, but really they are weapons in their own right. They're their own separate guns, and I might talk about them as themselves after I've done all the primary weapons. I don't know, but I'm not going to be giving those as examples of attachments for the assault weapons in Meet the Weapon. So you know. We should have been using the, I wasn't expecting to get a sprint up there, but again, see people so wary. That was just bad aim on my part. Really, should have got him, but my aim was not so good. In fact, it was pretty bad. Pretty uncool aiming. Shooting at spot markers across there. You do get scope sway in the IRNV, even though it's only a one-time zoom, but you can hold your breath to stop that. People have been saying it's overpowered. I think it's actually quite balanced. It's a very good attachment, but the low zoom and the fact that it takes a minute to look down the sights means that it's not the best at any one given range. It's just overall very, very good for the fact that it lets you see people so easily. There's another minute or so of this video. I guess I should have kept back a little bit more because that pretty much covers everything I wanted to say about this optic. So what else is there to talk about? As I said, Call of Cthulhu is going to be continuing. I haven't got a video up of that in a little while. I'll be doing a full review of this game. I haven't actually started that yet, but it's on my to-do list. I think I've played enough multiplayer, and I've finished single player and co-op. I've played about 30 hours of multiplayer, so I think I haven't unlocked everything, but I feel like that's a pretty good number of hours at which to be qualified to write a review on the multiplayer experience as a whole. Even though I haven't quite unlocked every weapon and all that stuff, I haven't quite seen everything. I think it's enough. I've got enough experience of it to review in depth and be happy and stuff there with that. So I'll be starting work on that review pretty soon. See my team fun, which is always nice. I always enjoy it when my team funs. Went 13-7. I don't know. I always like leaving these scoreboards in at the end and showing my awards and stuff. Not because I want to whore myself out and show like how elite I am, because a lot of times I don't even do that well. But I know a lot of people just like to see how well you did in a game. I don't know. Thought about cutting this stuff out, but I figured you guys might want to see it for whatever reason, so I like to show my stats page, although there I only flash to it. Anyway, see you guys later. Troubletcat out.